This is how you create a website on Everyman Trades. Step number one, you click on the create new site button. Then after you click the create new site button, you'll see a form here whereby you're supposed to input some details. First step is to key in the basic information, which includes the site name. For example, in my case, my site, I like it to be Smart FX, and then this is the name that will be registered on Deriv. You have the site title. The site title here is the text that appears here on top of your browser tab. You can see like here you have EMT hyphen Everyman Trades. So your site title here, you'll key whatever you want. You can just put Smart Trading, and then here you'll key in your affiliate link if you have. If you do not have, it's not a must, you can just skip it. And then here you will input your domain. There is two options of adding your domain. First, you can purchase domain here. Second, you can add a domain that you already own right here. So for my case here, I will purchase a domain in the platform. So my domain will be smartfx.site. Your domain must be available. So you click purchase domain after you type it here. Because I do not own this domain, I want to purchase the domain. So I click, it will search if the domain is available or not. So you can see in this case, smartfx.site is available. And then I'll just select it, and then in my domain wallet I have enough amount to cover up for the domain, which is 256. That will be deducted from my domain wallet. So I'll just click register with wallet. So if I do not have any amount in my domain wallet, then I'll just proceed here with M-Pesa. So for instance, let me just showcase here. So I'll select a bigger amount like this one. You can see here the amount that I'm supposed to pay is 967 after deducting 479 that is in my domain wallet. So the total amount was 1446. So after I deduct 479, you get 976, and that's the amount that I'm supposed to top up here manually if I wish to add the amount manually. But in my case, I do not need to add the amount manually, so I'll just click this one. My wallet has enough money, and you can always top up the wallet. The amount in the wallet, domain wallet, is only used for domain purchases, and you can top it up through the domains or any failure in a domain purchase. Then the amount will be credited on your domain wallet. So I'll just click register with wallet. So you can see in this case, the domain registration process failed because it contains a restricted term. So I'll just select a different domain name, just add maybe SmartFX Pro or something, and then search, then click it, and then register. So again, that name is restricted. So just search Smart Trades is taken. Let me search Bot Pro or something. Bot Pro so is taken. Maybe I can choose another TLD right here. Just choose Bot Live. Bot Live is available, so just click it and then directly proceed with the purchase process. You can see now the amount has been deducted and bot live has been added. So that means that domain has been purchased, which is bot live. You can see from the test there, some names have failed. Some names have been flagged as high risks, and then you'll have to undergo a very deeper step when you want to get those domains. So right now I have my domain here, so I'll change my site to bot live, and then I'll just proceed. So after you have finished the first step of adding the basic information, then you can adjust the markup commission. The minimum is 1 and the maximum is 3. So for me, I'll put 2.5, and then next. Here, the step number 2 is add your branding, add your logos. First is your logo that will appear in the splash screen, that will appear in the navigation bar, the main logo of your application. So in this case, I'll just click here and then select one of my logos. Then I'll select favicon. Favicon is this logo that appears here on your browser at the top part. So is the favicon. I'll select the same logo, and then we have now app logo when installed. All the applications that you create on every man market are installable as PWA in your device, so your traders can install the application in their devices. And for an application, it needs a logo that will appear in the device that after installation. So I'll choose the logo. This is it, and then next. After you set up your logo, now here you need to set up your colors. We have the primary, secondary, tab, active color, tab background, and all these are adjustable, including the branding logos and basic information, except for the domain. You cannot change the domain after the application has been created. So for the primary, you set your theme colors, where we have primary color, secondary color, tab active color, and you can preview them live here. For instance, if I change something like tab active, so if I change tab active color, basically tab active means that when a user selected a specific tab, what color will that tab be? You can see I've selected this color and it gets changed here. And you can change also tab background if you so wish to have a different background for the tab, for instance, depending on how you want. And all this is changeable even after you have deployed your application. You can see right here the tab background changed. You can also change this text here. So you can see we have tab inactive and tab active. So tab active, you can see you can select different colors depending on what you want. For instance, that one. And then after you have set up all the colors, then you click next. And then right here you can set up your socials. You can set up your social media links, which includes WhatsApp, Telegram, TikTok, and all that. So for instance, I can just put a sample link here for WhatsApp. So I'll just put that one. And then for instance, if you have your YouTube channel, you can just put it here. And then the next step is after adding your social links, now you must accept to the revenue share agreement, whereby the platform takes 11% of your share and you get 89% of your share. The amount is paid on each next month. So for instance, if now we are June, the amount will be paid on July. If we are on January, the amount will be paid on February. And then after you agree to the partnership revenue share, then you just click create site. Then it will upload all your assets and all that. Then after that, you just click deploy site. But before you click deploy site, you can also adjust more branding here, which now will give you more configurations to change after you have created the site. So you can change the theme again, you can change social links again, you can change the loaders. So the default loader will be this one, but you can select a different one, for example this one, and then you just click save. And then you can select on the tab configuration, you can change how the tabs have been arranged. You can rearrange them as you wish, and you can also edit their names. So for instance, if I want this one to be called create bots, and also if I want to change in bot builder, we have blocks for take profit. Now you can adjust their take profit alert messages at this section here, and also their stop loss at the same exact area. And then click save tab configuration, and then you can also change the free bot cards to take different types of cards. So after that, after you've changed everything, just click save. And then we also need to upload a splash screen image. Splash screen image is the image that appears when your application is loading. So you just click splash screen and then just click any of your images. So for instance, just took one of my image here. Your image at least needs to be big enough. If you do not have, you can just go to maybe pixels and then pick a free image. Just pick a free image. You can search any image. For example, if you're interested in cars, you can just say cars, then it will show you example of cars that you can select from, and also a correct dimension for the image. For example, I could pick this one. So let me just download it, and then there is it. So upload my splash screen and then go to downloads, and then I'll pick the image here and then upload it. So there we have it. The image will look like that in the loading screen. So save splash screen. Then my splash screen has been saved. Then after you have changed all that, now click deploy site. So you'll just wait for your site to be deployed. And then the advantage of purchasing a domain on every man trades is that we automatically set up the DNS for you. You do not need to set up DNS manually. Everything is handled automatically for you. So we'll wait a couple of minutes for the DNS to be set. So just click check status. So you can see DNS has been propagated. Your app is waiting for app ID assignment. So as we wait for app ID assignment, then your site is now live. The app ID will automatically be given to you automatically, you don't need to worry. And then the site is live, you just click open site there, and then you wait for the propagation to complete. The propagation is still underway, so give it some few moments as propagation is being done. You can see app ID has not been yet assigned because it's underway, but the application is already running and correctly configured. So you can see now our application is live and running just with that quick settings. So as we wait for the app ID, now you can see your application is live and running with the configuration that you just put in. You can see for the bot builder, we called it create bots, and you can see right here it's now labeled as create bots. And that's how you create your first site. And you can see the logo that you uploaded is here and here. And also if your traders are you want them to install the application, then they just click here install app, and then you can see they can install the application, which is smart trading. Also your WhatsApp buttons and your socials will appear here, listed here, all of them, from calls, from website, all of them will appear right here on this specific section. When you upload your free bots, they will appear here. Also the admin can upload free bots and you can select them to appear on your sites or not. There we have it. So the admin will assign an app ID for you, and then everything will be set. So that's the entire process of creating new site. So for instance, if you want to edit something, you just click here edit, and then you can change the name, maybe bot live new. You can change here bot live new if you so wish. You can also change the title updated. Remember this title here is the title that appears here, updated. But you cannot change the domain. As we said, you can update the markup. You can change the branding. This is the logo, the favicon. Favicon is this one. You can change the theme colors. You can change the social links at any time of your choice. Though after everything has been saved, just click save, and then basic information will be updated. And now once we refresh, you can see now at the top part we have now smart trading updated. And you can see even now when we refresh, let me just refresh, you can see now bot live new is the new application name. So that's how you literally do create a site in Everyman Trades.